thank you, Sam, because this is where this kind of movement is really helpful, okay? With somebody who doesn't necessarily let go as easily. And, oh, please don't tell your clients to relax, please. How helpful is that going to be? Relax, Sam. Relax. Because that's what happens. I hear that a lot. Oh my God, and I feel so sorry for people because, like, it's up to us actually to educate and to help somebody to let go. I might use those words. I might say, okay, just let go, because they might know what that means. Or let me just take the weight of your elbow. Just let go. And he knows what that means. So I'm educating him a little bit about that. And if I have control, and I do most of the time here, and sometimes he takes it back again, then it's for me to work with that. It's actually for me to work with that. Not to bully someone into relaxing. So same thing this way up. So we've got all sorts of bounce possibilities, okay? And with somebody like Sam, the bounce is going to be fantastic because he cannot interfere with that. Now, some of the things that I was saying to other people is, I'm bouncing onto the couch. You see that? I'm bouncing onto the couch. If I'm going to use the wrist, I'm going to be closer, even closer to the couch. If I'm going to use the fingers, again, I'm going to do them sensitively, but yeah, you can pull quite a lot with the fingers. It's nice. And like with the legs, we might try some of this. And again, it's about training them a little bit to trust you. I really am not letting go particularly, but I'm going to change it a little bit to see if you can just let that go a little bit more. Another one that's quite useful is the kind of, I don't know what you would call this, but see how I've got the arm really nice and straight on the elbow and on the wrist. I'm literally going to pummel up and down in his shoulders. Very good way of relaxing the shoulder. Okay? I might come this way, move all sorts of ways that way. Again, I'm going to feel for how easy it is, how difficult it is, how he lets go, how he doesn't. How's that feeling? Good. So I'm just thinking if there's anything else, Simon. I wanted to show you a few different things. Some of you asked me about this one. And it's much easier this way because you're going to see the transfer through his body. So I could do both legs. I'm going to take to a stretch. So I'm engaging, then a full stretch, and then I'm going to go between the two. And if you watch through his body, you will see that there's movement through his entire body. And you will see that depending on where I move, it might actually affect that. I'm pushing and pulling. I'm watching how he's moving. Can you see through the whole body? It's a lovely feeling. Oh, how does that feel? Yeah? Good. And we can bounce the legs as well. It's a little bit too much like hard work for me to do too much of this. Some of you said that was, I don't work hard. There's lots of easy ways to work. I don't work hard. Okay, if it's harder then find another way. Right. Can someone get me a chair? Because I'm kind of not very good at standing up and doing this. We want to do a little bit on the neck. Thank you very much. So, what's possible on the neck? Well, I'm going to get myself on the edge of the chair so I can move a bit. And what you could do with the neck is just nice, gentle movements backwards and forwards. I'm actually using my fingertips just under the occiput, and I'm just going to literally use the occiput and rock his head backwards and forwards. Can you see that? That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to use the fingers a little bit further down. And I'm now on the transverse processes, and I'm just literally moving that neck. So that's in one rocking dimension, so that's horizontally. Very good to mobilise the spine. I've just found some nice stuff in there, so makes me want to do some more work, but I'm not going to. And then I'm actually going to use my fingers and sort of almost step up and down the spine. So now, instead of just rocking back, and I could use him for his head. So I could just do it here. Sometimes this gives people an uncomfortable sense of movement. Sometimes people love it, so you just need to check in. Or I can move from here. And then when I did this, it's more of a sideways shunt. Can you see the difference? Or I can come under and push up. Can you see that pushing up? And then I can do a little bit of rocking as well in there. Hard to show you what I'm doing there, but I'm literally just coming under and then using the movement backwards and forwards. And you can move the whole body from here as well. Let me just get a grip. I think I'll come under here. So his toes are moving now. Do you like those?
Question.
Question. I love questions.
You're not supposed to put a towel under his head.
Well, because I'm doing so much movement under his head, I know what you mean, because he's slightly, like it's slightly extended. But because I'm doing the movement under there, a towel would get in my way. So I want to be able to extend his neck now. I want to be able to extend his neck and to move it and see what I can do. And all the time my hands are under there, it provides him with that. If he was lying there, then I'd want something under there.
What about when you're pulling his legs?
No, I want to see the movement through his head. You could, yeah, you could. You could. So if we're somebody who, he's not very extended, is he? Just a little bit. A little bit, not much. Anything else?
Was it like side to side? And
I was just doing a little bit of side to side. I also did a little bit of mobilising like that. We also just done the backwards and forwards.
All I want to say is that most times, and I'm not sure if you've said it, most people would be fine.
Yeah.
If somebody who had neck pain there,
Yeah.
do you see how it potentially can make it worse? Because the muscle would ask, what are you doing there? It's too much. I'm in pain now. Don't annoy me. And that's the
And the other
you have to be
way
careful.
you can work is, you see I put my hand underneath, and now my fingers, I don't know whether we haven't done this yet, have we? And now my hand is, my fingers are just on the muscles at the other side of the spine, you see here? And then I can just literally do a little bit of oscillation in the same way there, and if I want to, I can push and pull in the same way we did on the spine. Very gentle. I'm hardly doing anything, am I? I'm just literally holding my fingers there while I'm moving his head just to see whether that's helping. And then I go back and feel. Okay? We do more of that when we do the neck. So there'll be plenty of opportunity for that. You might be a little bit worried about doing the neck at this point because we haven't done any, have we? So please just go with your ear. If you're just happy doing a little bit of rocking, great. But just try a little bit because you're working on each other. So I appreciate that everybody gets a bit nervous around the neck, and just do what you feel comfortable doing, and if they're okay in their neck anyway. Let's have a little 5 minutes each to have a go at that.